So we wrote here, if the stock has enough strength, it will hold not only this descending support, it will break above 493, which it has done already, right? Because it broke below it. So 493 was support. It respected that ascending support line, and now it broke above that 493. Now it wants to hold 493, push up, and then break above 509 resistance, and it'll move up towards the next major resistance at the 550 mark. We want to see some more volume come in, and by breaking above that 509, it'll be effectively breaking above these 15-minute candles there, which are playing as major resistance areas. Want to see how it behaves as we approach 509. Want to see a possible pullback towards 5, but no, we don't want to see a break under 5. Want to see it hold 5 now. So plenty of green coming in. That possible break above 509, we're going to go ahead and add there, 507. There's that break of 509. Whoa, that was a huge push up. Very nice break. Now I want to see it squeeze up a little higher. Just 4 more cents. And that was it. That was the fastest trade ever. Of course, we sold before that resistance at 543. So we might see it dip down right here. Or we will see it squeeze up higher. But if it squeezes up any higher, there's a possibility of a halt. And the way the 5-minute and the 1-minute charts are looking, it's definitely screaming for a pullback. Might be a possibility for a dip by near 509 and 517 for a pushback up towards that resistance area. It'll be healthy for a pushback of that manner. New 5-minute candle, new 1-minute candle. It's 11:20. The way that 5-minute topping tail's looking, there's plenty of resistance up there. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Have to go do laundry. Yeah, that was the quickest trade ever. Alrighty, so since today's trade was rather quick, it will be a quick recap. Today we traded SYPR. It's actually kind of a unicorn since the statistical characteristics are quite impressive. It has enormous relative volume. Today's trading at 162.06 million. On average, it trades at 574.55 thousand. So it's trading about 281 times more than it does on average, and that's a 3-month period average. The free float is a low float stock. Free float is sitting at 11.04 million, and the spread is 1 cent. We started looking at this pattern on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. we saw that the overall trend on the 15-minute, it sold off as soon as the market opened, and it sold off aggressively. However, we realized that there was some consolidation happening here on the 15-minute. And then on the 5-minute, we noticed that based on the lows of the pivots, there was higher lows forming. So the low of the day was 472. And then the next pivot for the low was a bit higher at 481. And so the stock did its thing, and then on the 1 minute, we notice here that 493 was a critical support area, and at some point it did break below it. However, remember that ascending support, it did respect that, and then we knew that if it did break above that 493 once again, it would definitely show a strength, but we would require more confirmation of strength. So we waited for it to move up towards 509. And I did write a note beforehand stating that fact. If the stock has enough strength, it will break above 493, hold, push up, break above 509 resistance, which is this area here. And it will also move up towards next major resistance near 550 mark. Technically 543, we had marked it over here based on this pivot here. That would be the next major resistance. So the stock did do that. It broke below 593, held the ascending support, broke above 593 once again. And then we know that the whole dollar and half dollars are psychological resistance and support. This one is, since it's going up towards 5, it's on this context, it's a resistance. So it broke above 5, and then it made a move up towards 507, came back down. We drew that line at 499. We knew that, okay, if it holds above 5 and 499, this thing has definitely strength, and it's gonna push up higher. Despite there being major resistance at 509, it's gonna break above 509. And based on the way that stocks have been behaving lately, we added in anticipation. We didn't wait for the break and then pull back. We just added before the actual break, since we saw a lot of buyers and green coming in, and also because it held above that 5. Yeah, and then it just ripped, and within 30 seconds we took profit. Our take profit was right underneath that 543 resistance at 537. It took us out for take profit, and then it just kind of downtrended from there. So technically it was not completely a reversal for the overall day for the stock. It was just a little pop or rip within the consolidation after the downtrend. Now technically it's still consolidating from that downtrend. If you notice, it's kind of trading sideways, so it's kind of trying to decide what it wants to do, if it wants to actually make more of an attempt for a reversal, or if it wants to continue that downtrend trajectory. And yep, see you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.